Hello, people. This is your host and host Kranti once again back with another new What If, and this is What If. Oh boy, aka Deku Izuku Midoriya was the god of war. Yeah, this is gonna be like a one shot, or I'm just gonna be like, this is gonna be one shot or movie. What if Deku was the god of war? Because I mean, come on, Kratos is hella powerful. So if he's gonna have like even a portion of his power, the whole My Hero Academia series is just like it's gonna be like a walk in the park for him. That's for sure. So. In this timeline, so Deku definitely is not gonna have a cork or something like that, because he's not gonna have like a cork like that. But instead, he's just gonna be like he's gonna be a descendant of Kratos. Yeah, it's not gonna be reincarnation or not, because I mean nothing can kill Kratos, if you know what I mean. By the way, I just like saw like God of War's game trailer just like literally now, and I was like, oh, screw it, I gotta have to make this, because I made this thumbnail like in the first God of War movie, when the first God of War not movie, when the new first God of War game came 3 years ago. Now this is the time I'm gonna have to upload it. Yeah, so this is the best time to upload it, I think. So Deku is gonna be he's gonna be a descendant of Kratos. He's definitely not gonna be his reincarnation or nothing, because I mean, come on, Kratos is strong AF. Nothing can kill him. So it's not gonna happen. He's not gonna die or gonna have a reincarnation or something. He's gonna be a descendant. So, and he's not gonna have like full god power. He's just gonna have I'm gonna make this up. He's gonna have like god seed. Essentially, like he has godly blood in him. It's that which is gonna be like that. It is that godly blood will come forth, and he's gonna be like that. So essentially our story begins when our boy Izuku Midoriya, Deku, is gonna be like he's gonna be like corkless for many for like he's gonna be diagnosed corkless, and it's like, oh mom, I can't be a hero. So in order to cheer him up, Hisashi and Inko goes to a movie theater to watch movie, and like Batman's origin, they're gonna go to a crime alley or something like that, and like Hisashi and Inko, they get robbed and they get shot, and that makes Deku just angry, so angry. It's like, and he's gonna give the Spartan rage, and there's gonna be like blade coming out of his hand, like the blade, like the twin blade that Kratos uses. Because I'm not gonna give him Leviathan axe yet, because if I just give him that, it's gonna be too OP. So he's gonna have like the blades of chaos coming out of his hand, and he's gonna be like, you did this to me, you killed my parents, and he's gonna swing his blade left and right, and he's literally gonna slaughter the guy or the shooter. Well, granted, the shooter had some kind of defensive cork, so he's gonna have a turtle. Yeah, he's gonna have a turtle shell kind of cork, so he's blunt or like sword strike. Like sword strike can't like defeat him, or it's not gonna impact him that much, because he's like he can take the impact of sword or spear or any kind of like metallic object or weapon, but still he's gonna get like flame damage by the blades of chaos, and he's gonna be like, I mean, it's the blades of chaos, so he's not gonna be like be able to like channel its full power, because he's not Kratos, but he's still, it's enough to severely like f up that mugger dude, the criminal, the street criminal dude, and he's gonna like die, because he's gonna die, because come on, it's the blades of chaos, so he's gonna like die. And after that after that Deku is like, what have I done, and it's gonna be like the Deku is gonna be essentially gonna be like the Kratos from the God of War 1, 2 and 3 games, the angry version of the Kratos, not the chilled like warrior dad dude kind of version. I mean, he's still angry, but he's less angry. He grown up a little bit. He's not gonna be the dad of war version Kratos. He's gonna be the angry, rage-filled monster version of God of War. Because why not? I mean, come on. That Kratos is like, it's gonna like, that version of Kratos is kills. Like that version of Kratos is just like, will get the job done. I mean, traveling back to time just to kill the Olympian gods. That's effed up, dude. Come on, that's effed up. And like literally like not caring about Pandora and just beating the shit out of Zeus, because he just wants revenge. So yeah, it's like our like Deku from this timeline, he's gonna be like that. He's gonna be like super into revenge, and he's gonna be like, F that, I'm gonna kill everyone whoever like comes to my way. So yeah, he's gonna be like that. So after that that whole like commotion and whole problem, so he's gonna like develop personality. So after that, one day he will have a vision, and he will have a vision of his like godly self, and he's like, my child. So the Kratos from the original time, like the Kratos, the God of War Kratos, he's gonna come and he's gonna be like, okay, child, you're angry, and I can see that I've been like that, I've been like you, I've been like that, I've been angry to the world, bitter, but this doesn't resolve like anything. Don't be angry, but I did things that you are thinking of doing. And then he literally shows him like all of his past like actions from like God of War. He literally shows like all the stories of all the games that Kratos had, like Kratos was in, and he's like, oh, so you even like had orbs, you had sex for orbs, and Kratos is like, oh, that's not my point. If you don't know that joke, you need to play God of War, okay? So that's not my point. Revenge and rage will lead you to a path of destruction. Sorry, my neighbor is making noise upstairs, but it's okay. So it's gonna lead you to a path of destruction and mayhem, and it's never good to do that. And Deku is like, I know your story. But that doesn't mean I have to follow your path. I will follow the path. I will follow the path of revenge. And I'll make sure nothing bad will ever happen to anyone like bad happened to me. So Deku is essentially gonna have a vendetta against like crime and criminals. So he's gonna be like, fuck that. I'm gonna like kill all the criminals I'm gonna make sure that nothing bad will ever happen to any of the future children like me. So he's gonna train, but so Kratos is gonna be like, I still think that is not the path to walk in, my boy. I hope you will realize I had to struggle and I had to fight to understand my right action, to my right path. I hope you will find your right path, but that doesn't mean I won't help you. And he like gives him the blades of chaos, and he unlocks him, and he essentially gives him all the moves with the blades of chaos to his mind. So Deku can use like the blades of chaos pretty like good like Kratos. It's not that powerful like Kratos is, but he knows the moves and he has pretty decent power, and he even has like the Spartan rage thing too, and he's gonna be like angry, and he's gonna be buffed. So he like trains. So since he saw like Kratos' life through the vision that Kratos saw, Deku saw that. So Deku is gonna train like a maniac, and he's gonna train like a Spartan general, like the god of war. And he's gonna be like ripped. He's gonna be like ripped AF, and he's gonna know how to use pretty much all like weapons like spears, swords, shields, you name it. He knows how to use all of them. He knows like all the Spartan techniques and all other martial arts and stuff like that. So in this timeline, Bakugo doesn't even like dare to like talk with Deku, because he tried to like belittle Deku once, and Deku is like, talk to me like this again and I'll kill you. And Bakugo is like, huh? What are you saying, you crockless loser? And Deku just like summons his blades of chaos and literally like cuts one of Bakugo's fingers, and so that Bakugo is like, oh, Deku, what have you done? So Bakugo is like scared of him. So Bakugo is like doesn't want to go near him, and he just like goes there, and like then all of his teachers is like, but like Deku, like Midoriya-chan, why did you do it? And his teachers were like, that guy probably is like fun. He's probably like sad because he lost all of his parents. Like that happened immediately, like a few months later when he lost his parents, both of his parents. So they didn't suspend him, didn't like expelled him. They were like, you're suspended for a month, for a week, but I hope they put him to psychiatric evaluation, so he has to go to therapy. That's it, because it's mandatory for him. So so after that, like well, the whole incident, like so you're gonna graduate. So the teacher says, so what career path are you gonna choose? So you're like, I know, you're gonna all be a hero. And he throws the paper, and he's like, oh, did you know two of our own is gonna apply for UA High? It's gonna be Midoriya and it's gonna be Bakugo. And Bakugo immediately, not him, please, not anywhere, like not in a classroom with him. This has been hell. I don't want to be with him. But he just says it in his mind. He doesn't say it out loud, but he has like a stoic attitude. And Midoriya and people are like, oh, and other students are, whoa, both of them are strong, but Midoriya is like on another level. He can like he's gonna be the like best for combat. So in this timeline, like the slime villain attacks like Deku, and Deku is like, when the slime villain is like, hey kid, give me your body, and slime villain's like wraps around him, and he's like, he activates his Spartan rage, and he's like, and he just like breaks open the slime villain's grasp, and he summons his like blade of like chaos. Yeah, that's gonna be like the only weapon for him now. It's not gonna have like the saber head of like Helios. I mean, I know in this instance the saber head of Helios would have been the perfect weapon, but I mean, he's gonna have blade of chaos, and he's gonna just like swing it's like a madman, like left and right everywhere. And like literally blades of chaos are literally burning the flesh of the slime, because I mean, come on, it has like a secondary effect of burning, because I gave it so it's like, oh, why is this like, and that flame is kind of like Amateratsu's flame. It's never gonna be going away, and it's gonna be like hotter than like extreme hotter than fire. So it's not gonna be black flames or anything, it's gonna be red flames, but still gonna burn, like it's gonna burn your blood. Slime villain, he being mostly liquid, he's gonna get like evaporated a lot. So Deku is like so the slime villain is like, enough, no more, and it's like, you hurt so many innocents, you don't deserve to live. And he's just being just saying like, and the All Might comes, and slime villain is like, save me, All Might, save me from this kid. And All Might is like, and it's like, oh, whoa, what is wrong with this kid? Why is this kid is like so filled with rage and stuff like that? So All Might, instead of like attacking the slime villain, he attacks Deku and he punches him, and Deku blocks the attack with his blades of chaos, like like with this like you know, like Kratos parries it. He's got parried, and he's gonna like, he brings out his like blades of chaos after like blocking it. He then like tries to like decapitate All Might's head, and instead of that he just like puts it right there, and he stops himself and says like, you are a symbol of peace, All Might, and I admire you. You are a great hero. I don't want to kill you. Then All Might is like, so since you know that I'm a hero, I'm gonna take this villain in my custody, and taking a life is never the right way to do that. Young man, you have an amazing quirk and amazing battle power, but you should not use that to harm people. And Deku tells him the story that he's like the godly stuff. He doesn't have a quirk, it's just his godly power, and gods are above mortals. And All Might is like, oh, so you think gods are above mortals? Then I'm gonna train you. Then let's have a sparring match tomorrow in the Dagover Village. Sorry. And Deku is like, yeah, sure, let's see. So they're gonna have like a sparring match, and like All Might gives the slime villain to the police authority. He doesn't like forget it, and All Might gets wrecked shit. No contest. All Might gets wrecked shit. Even like Deku didn't even use the blades of chaos. He's just gonna like bare hand. He's gonna bare knuckle like. He's just gonna like wreck the shit out of All Might. Kid, you're pretty strong. Only you could become the next symbol of peace. I've been looking for a successor. I mean, I don't think I need a successor. If there will be a hero like you, we just have to like get like control of your anger and trade. And Deku is like, I don't want to lose. I don't want to be normal. My rage is my power. And Deku is like, and All Might tells him the story about All for One and about that, and he tells him that like, I'm a normal, regular man, but I was quirkless, but I was chosen, and like destiny chose me to become this. And Deku is highly inspired by that, and he's like, All Might, I respect you even more now, but that doesn't mean I will not change my behavior. My rage is my strength. And All Might is like, it's good to have your strength, your rage, but you have to control it, and you can't like kill people. It is easy to kill, to save people, Deku. And when he hears that, it's just like an epiphany. There's like a realization happening in Deku's heart, and he's like, yeah, he's right. Being a savior is harder than being a killer. And he's like, okay, I'm not gonna kill unless I have to. I'm gonna save people. And Kratos is like, finally my descendant knows it. And after that, like when he realizes that, like from the heavens, the Leviathan axe comes, and Kratos like tells him, a gift from your ancestor. Use it well, my descendant. You have finally become what you have meant to be. You have finally become a hero. Remember these. Rage always will give you strength, but it is your heart, and it is your forgiveness, and it is your care and love for others and love for all creation that will be a stronger and a better weapon. And remember, you are the god of war of this generation, of this earth. All hail Izuku Midoriya, the god of war, my descendant of the god of war. You should do better than how I was as the ghost of Sparta. You should become a better hero than I was, my descendant. And like all that mystical mumbo jumbo happens, and Deku doesn't pick up the Leviathan axe. He just calls for it, and it just comes to his hand, and almost like, damn, what? Like, and Deku is like a gift from the heavens. I guess I'm worthy now. So All Might is like, I have made a decision to make you my successor. But Deku is like, no, I'm already powerful enough. You should give it to somebody who's powerless. And I shouldn't have this. But I don't worry, All Might. I'm still gonna be your student. I'm still gonna learn from you a lot, and I'm still gonna be your quote-unquote successor. But I'm not gonna receive one for all, because give it to somebody who needs it. I already have power. And All Might is like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna give it to somebody else. So, but Deku, Midoriya, I'm gonna be teaching in UA High. You should apply for it. And Deku is like, yeah, I already applied for it. I think I'm gonna do well. And All Might is like, okay, since you're already stronger than me in terms of strength, but you need technique and finesse, how to rescue people and stuff like that, we should do rescue training. So he's not gonna do combat training here and muscle building training, because that Deku already has. So he's gonna do rescue training here and there, So he's gonna do rescue training with All Might, and he's gonna clean the Dagoba Beach in 2 days. Yeah. And after that, Deku is gonna be like, All Might is like, whoa, I'm impressed. So he's gonna do rescue training, because now he's just perfect. So in the the time of what's this called? Bloody hell, why can't I speak English again? In the time of entrance exam, so Deku is gonna go there, and he's gonna be fully decked with this Leviathan axe, and he's gonna with his he's gonna have Leviathan axe on his waist, and he's gonna have 2 blades of chaos on his with the chains. And the blades of, he's gonna have chains around his arm, and he's gonna have blades of chaos on his he's gonna have blades of chaos on his back, and he's gonna have the Leviathan axe on around his waist. So he's gonna go decked around, and he's gonna wear a wolf hide, and he's gonna have a tattoo like Kratos, and he's gonna go bald, and he's gonna be this is to honor you, ancestor. And Deku and people looking at him whoa, that guy look badass, and he's carrying weapon. Is he even allowed to take weapon? But then he registers himself that no, I'm corkless, and he just proves it with medical report. That's why he is. These are like my support item. These are like my items. These are part of my corks. I can like summon frost, and I can summon fire, hellfire, by this. So they're like, okay. I mean, you could do it. So President Max says like, so begin the test. Then before that, like whole interaction with Baku, Ida and Uraraka doesn't happen in this timeline because Deku is too focused about that. He's not gonna fall. Sorry, I'm yawning because it's bloody late. He's not gonna fall, and he's not gonna be rescued by Urarakas, and he's gonna be like going through that, and he's gonna like, as soon as like begin, and before the bell, before he hears, he just goes there and he uses his like blades of like chaos, and like literally yanks the blades of chaos to many robots, and he pulls himself, and he uses his knee to break open the, like he literally like uses his like he uses that like a Spider-Man string shot and pulls him back, and uses his knee to deck a robot. Then he uses like the surrounding like blades of then he uses like surrounding blades of chaos move, and he just like swings it like around like a ballerina, and he just like destroys. I mean, he destroyed like 20 robots within a span of 1 second, and everybody's like jaw drop, and it's like, oh, where's the bell? And it's like, hey, why? And President Max is like, hey, why you guys are waiting? That guy knows in heroism there is no waste to time. There is no waste of timing. You just have to do. You gotta have to do, and you just have to do it anytime, any moment, anywhere. And they just go, and he's just like Deku's like wrecking shit everywhere. He's just like destroying left and right. Nobody gets to destroy a single robot. Yes, I'm gonna make him that, because it's like God of War Deku. Deku is just killing like waves and waves of robot back and left and right, and whenever he can't, he throws his Leviathan axe, and there's like a frost, and people are like, damn, he has like an axe throw, he has like swords around him. Like he uses the swords for close range and medium range action, and he uses his axe for long range attacks, and he's just like wrecking shit. Like, and like the whole like 0 Point robot comes, and he's just like, okay, he's not gonna like rescue Uraraka, he's just gonna destroy it. He's gonna be like, finally, it's gonna be like a good workout. And so this wasn't even his warm-up, though this is gonna be like a good warm-up. So 0 Point robot comes, and 0 Point robot shoots immediately like a big giant laser to him, and he just like he puts his shield in up front, and he blocks it, and then he's like, I'm angry. And as he blocking it, it's like he's like, because the laser is like pushing him back, and he's pushed back a little bit, and people are like, whoa, even he's getting pushed back, damn, that robot is strong. Deku screams, and he's like, and he has like the Spartan rage thing, and he just goes like ham on it, and he just like uses his like Leviathan axe, and like throws it down, literally freezes the robot. Then he goes there, and he uses his like blades of chaos, like slice from left, slice from right, and then he just jumps and uses attack from like right above, like an upward to downward slash with like a big slash, and then he just like destroys the robot within like just like in like one swing, like cuts it half in 3 shape, and it's just destroyed, and everybody's like jaw drop, and everybody's like, dear like contestants, since Izuku Midoriya destroyed all the robots, we're gonna have to take this test again. But Izuku Midoriya, you pass, and he just gets all the combat points. He's gonna have high score because of his combat points, and Deku, our boy Deku, he's not a slouch in matters of intelligence, so he's gonna get that. And everybody's like, what the hell, who is this guy? Is this guy even a human being or what? He's just like wrecking shit left and right. Who the hell is this guy? And Deku just goes to the class after a few while ago because he gets admitted. I mean, come on, after a performance like that, no, I mean, if you can't get it to a UAI, I mean, come on. What are they smoking? Pot or cocaine? Cocaine mixed with pot? Pot mixed with cocaine? Yeah, so he gets there and he goes to class 1A and he sees Bakugo, and Bakugo is like, whoa, not him again. And immediately after that, Bakugo requests to go to class 1B because he just doesn't want he's afraid of Deku. Yeah, and his request is denied. Okay, his request is denied. So, because Bakugo got a pretty high score too, because Bakugo kept his training. He's afraid of Deku, but he is pretty strong. He's pretty strong too. So, this timeline, so like the whole, like the heroes versus villain arc, yeah, it's gonna be like Bakugo and like, it's gonna be Bakugo and Ida, and Deku is gonna be like, give up before you get hurt. And Bakugo is like, okay, I give up. And he's like, Bakugo, what? Why are you so cowardly? And Ida and Bakugo is like, I know how powerful he is. I'm not gonna risk losing my life. I could be a hero if I'm alive, but if we go against him, we're not gonna be alive. 4 eyes. So they give up and they win without a fight. Yeah, so the whole like USJ attack thing, USJ attack things happens and villains comes out and he gets teleported into the water zone and stuff like that. He takes like Suyu and Minata, jumps really, really high, uses Leviathan axe and throws it in the water. He freezes the whole water lake, like flash freezes it like Todoroki does, and he freezes the whole lake like in a matter of instant. After that, he uses his axe, not his axe, sorry, his like blades of chaos, like yanks into like the flesh of some kind of big villain and just pulls him towards him and knees him and just like literally like destroys the villain on the spot. Then he's like, you're hurting innocent people, and he just like cuts limbs. Like he doesn't kill people right now because he gets like he doesn't want to, but he like he's just like cutting limbs left and right with his like blades of chaos. And he sees like Aizawa is on the ground and like getting beaten, and is like teacher sensei, and he just like takes he just like jumps and he's like walking, he's just running, and he's like in a matter of seconds, not seconds, in a matter of like minutes, he's just there, and he sees like the Nomu is here, and Nomu is like, Nomu, get rid of that carrot. He's literally like, get rid of our 80% of our whole army. He's gonna have to get, he's cheating, Kurogiri, we have to take care of him. We have to take care of him. Kill him, Nomu. And Nomu tries to attack him, and Deku is like, you foul creature. So Deku literally like decks the shit out of Nomu. He cuts all of its like hands and legs again and again with blades of chaos, and he's like, okay, this has been going too much, and he like Nomu is even like punching him, and Deku felt one of his punches and he's like enjoying it. He's like, finally, this is gonna be a good spar. So Deku fights with the Nobu with hand to hand. Literally, he's not gonna fight with his weapons because he likes to, like, he's enjoying the spar, and people and Kurogiri and Shigaraki is like, but this guy's enjoying, like, this Nomu was built, designed to take out All Might, and this kid is like using it's like a punching bag and a workout exercise and boxing bag, and Kurogiri, call all the Nomos. So he calls all the Nomos, like a one fly, like all the higher Nomos that they have, like one flying Nomo, one Nomo that can like there's like explosive power, one Nomu that have like acidic power. They're just fighting, and he just like uses his like he is like no more games, so he just uses his like blades of chaos, Leviathan axe, and his like shield, and is doing that. And so there are like 5 or 6 like Nomus which are like which is like bombarding him with like fire from one side, lightning from one side, and like magma from one side, yeah, and even like ice from one side. So he's like bombarded for 4 away from like various Nomus, like they're like pretty high end Nomus, and he's just like he's just taking it, and he's like and he just uses like the Spartan rage, like the red glow around the Spartan rage, and he slices the shit out of them, like literally uses his like, blades of chaos to decapitate all of their head. And as of their head is like growing, he, like before falling, he uses Leviathan axe, and the Leviathan axe is just like going round and round, like cutting all the heads and freezing it so that they don't get regenerated at all. And Kurogiri and Shigaraki is like take me out of here, I want to live. And they're like trying to get out, and before they could get out, Deku just uses his blades of chaos like on Shigaraki on his back, and he pulls him back to it, and he like uses his hand to literally grab a hold of his Shigaraki's head from his behind. And Deku has that massive hand, and it's like, you're not getting anywhere, and pulls out his blades of chaos. And Shigaraki and Kurogiri is like, Master Shigaraki, and I'm gonna come and protect you. And Deku uses his Leviathan axe to freeze him down his core. And that's just like all the heroes come, All Might comes, and All Might is like, oh, you take care of him, but there are like lots of limbs, you take care of him. And police comes and stuff like that, and like this, like nobody gets injured, and nobody, like it's not gonna become like a huge publicity. It's like, okay, there has been like training exercise and stuff like that. So 13 and Aizawa gets the medical treatment they deserve. And after that, like the whole incident, the sports festival that does like that, Deku doesn't participate because he's like already extremely strong. He's like, okay, you're not gonna participate, you're gonna be on like commentary with the present mic. And people say like one student is not gonna participate, and that is Izuku Midoriya. He's already strong, he's above our league, he's above, he's like physically, and he's physically extremely strong. He's even stronger than some of the pro heroes present here. And some pro heroes are like, what are you saying, this kid is stronger than us? That's bullshit. So All Might is like, you're gonna be like that. And Deku is like, okay, whoever wants to challenge me, they can come and challenge me after the sports festival is done. So Endeavor challenges him, and it's like, okay, let's see what happens. And he literally beats the shit out of Endeavor with his bare fist. He doesn't even uses his weapon. And after like severely like making like after like getting hit by Deku again and again, Endeavor's face gets swollen like a melon. His face swollen like a melon, and just like, I give up. And Deku then summons his weapons, and it's like, good, because I didn't want to kill a hero like you, Endeavor. But nice match. And all the people are like amazed and shocked, like, what the fuck? That kid is strong. He took out Endeavor like that. Endeavor, the number 2 hero. And All Might comes and is like, out of every time that I have sparred with young Izuku Midoriya, I have never won. He always beat me. And he could use his weapons, and he didn't even use his weapon whenever he beats me. And he doesn't even use his godly weapons. If he used the godly weapons, I would have been dead every time I sparred with him. And people are like, whoa, man, that kid is way too strong. And then like, but okay, in the sports festival, who wins? Yeah, it's gonna be Bakugo, Todoroki, and Tsukiyomi. Cause why not? Because Bakugo is like crafty and he's strong here. He's like pretty stronger than his original timeline. So like that happens, and like the after that, Deku just gets his like hero license. He just gets them, and he just like yanks the like he becomes like a legitimately like a pro hero. And after that, sorry, you could hear the noise a little bit. My mother was calling me at this time of day. Sorry about that. So, yeah, he at this time of the day. No, sorry, at the time of this night. Sorry, perhaps. So Deku gets his like hero license, and Deku is like he's gonna get like a professional hero license. Yeah, he's not gonna like get the hero license and stuff like that. So, like the incident in Hosu, Ida gets killed because Deku is not there to protect. He's not gonna go into like hero study or like hero apprenticeship. I don't remember what the term is, like hero, like his work study. But yeah, he's not gonna go to work study program because he's gonna be like fighting in the front line, gaining experience with other heroes. Like he's gonna be like he's not gonna be a professional hero. He's gonna have like assistant sidekick license for now. See how he does his activity in the field, and he is becoming like a pro, and he gets the news that like okay, Stain killed Ida, and he's like okay, I'm gonna have to like take care of him. So Deku tracks him down, and Deku doesn't kill Stain, but he tracks him down, and he tracks the League of Villain a little bit too. He takes care of like he just takes care of like, he like no, he's not going to take care of League of Villains here. He takes care of like Stain, and he puts him in the hospital. And Stain is like, you are a hero. You are not just a hero. You're a god. And Deku is like, yeah, you bet your ass I am. I'm the god of war for no reason. And after that, the forest training arc, Deku doesn't participate because Deku is kind of like already like he's working like more like a apprentice hero. He's like already like a hero. He's like doing field activities. He doesn't need to do it because I mean, come on, that's just a waste of his talent and waste of his time. He's ready for that shit. So in this timeline, Bakugo gets like kidnapped, and there is like heavy casualties, and like there's like heavy casualties, and there's like All Might gets severely burned because of Dabi and that. So when Deku hears that, and he's like, okay, screw that, I know we have never been friends on that, but I know him for the longest time out of all my classmates. I'm gonna have to rescue him. And he finds out like all the students like Momo and Kirishima tells him that yeah, we find a way to location, and all Deku is like, I'm going, just send me the location. And Kirishima is like, but I go too, he's my friend too, he's like my best friend. And Deku is like, okay, you come, but you're gonna all wear disguise. So they come and they rescue Deku, and all the like heroes trying to like fight like the villain association. Yeah, they are fighting the villain as like all for one comes, and he just wrecks the shit out of them. And Deku, in this timeline, All Might doesn't come, Deku comes, and Deku is like, you are the reason why there have been so many misfortune. It was my destiny that I was born with this godly power. It was my destiny to slay you, like my ancestor did several times over the years to maintain peace. The god of war shall have to take his weapons up. Then he summons his blades of chaos on his hands, and he calls like the Leviathan axe, like Thor's style. And the Leviathan axe comes from a shed yeah, Deku has his own apartment, and it comes from the shed, and it comes to his hand, and it's like fully decked out in warrior mode with armor. He just like summons his war armor, and he's like all of his like his tattoos, like his face tattoo, his like body tattoo is glowing with red crimson, and he's like, all for one, I challenge you to a duel to death. See who prevails, evil or light or goodness. And All for One comes, and All for One is like, okay. You brat, I have lived for 100 years. I have seen heroes gone and heroes come. You're not All Might. You can't do anything for me. You can't do anything to me. And Deku says, I guess you haven't heard about me. I am the god of war. And Deku just like goes to combat mode, and All for One is like combat, and it's like live telecast. Like reporters are showing it live on TV. Like he uses like All for One uses his several codes. He uses like fire blast, lightning blast. He uses his like psychokinetic blast, and nothing. Like Deku just tanks it and moves towards him. It's like, whoa! It's just like he's like a unstoppable object coming toward me. And then he uses his like mega giga like blast with this with this like air blast with this like big gigantic hands. Deku tanks it. He gets like blown back a little bit, but he's not like blown back a lot. He's just standing. He's just like it's like few feet above, and he's like, okay, so this is how you're gonna play. So he like summons his blades of chaos, and he swings it left and right. He swings it and he cuts him like an big axe on his chest, and the All For One is like, ah, you brat. And he uses his this like big hands again, like the psycho blast, and he's like uses his air blast technique. He's floating, and he uses this like a Gatling gun from above. He's doing it, but like his JoJo, he's doing like, and he's just blasting it, like pummeling it to Deku. And Deku is like taking it in. He just like takes it in with his shield and with his like face cross, and he just takes it in. His like his veins on his heads are popping up and becoming blood red, and all of his tattoos are growing redder, and he gets few cuts because of that. I mean, come on, All For One is pretty damn strong, and he's like, and he gets his he gets his Spartan rage. Time slows down. He throws down the Leviathan axe. The Leviathan axe literally gets stuck in the middle of the axe that Deku made. Then Deku like uses the Leviathan axe is like literally there or stuck. Like All For One is frozen, like halfly and partially, and he has his gigantic big arms, and Deku literally like throws his blades of chaos towards him. The blades of chaos are stuck in his hands. Deku pulls him, yanks him down from the sky to the earth, and then Deku, in a brutal god of war fashion, like stands over him, above him, and shoves the Leviathan axe with his kick with the feet, and the Leviathan axe goes through him. He gets fully frozen, and Deku and All For One is like, ah! And the whole TV crew is like capturing it, and he becomes like a pile of dust. And Deku is walking away from that. Then he calls the Leviathan axe from his body, and the Leviathan axe just comes to his hand, and his body just falls, and his body just completely shatters because its eyes. And it's like, all villains are worthless. to the god of war. To all the villains I warn you this: if you harm any innocent, and if you do any crime, this will be your fate. So Deku, over the time, he like gets rid of like the Metal Liberation Army, like the Shiozaki, and when he finds out that Shiozaki did this to Eri-chan like that, he doesn't kill Shiozaki. Oh no, he doesn't kill. Like, you deserve a fate much worse than death, you bastard. So he, like Zeus did with Prometheus, he takes him to like Niflheim. Yeah, he's gonna takes him to the it's kind of like the hell version of it. So he takes him to like Helheim. Yeah, he takes him to Helheim, and in Helheim, Shiozaki is just like a wandering soul, and he just like doesn't know where he is, and he gets tormented. Like every second for him is like thousands, millions of years. So he gets tormented in Helheim. Yeah, he has a punishment worse than death. He's tormented like again and again. Like, imagine his worst memories, he reliving that again and again. Yeah, like mental trauma, like getting fucked mentally again and again. Yeah. So after that whole incident, like he gets rid of like Redestro. Like, Gigantomachia poses a fight with him, but Gigantomachia, come on, he just like wins a fist fight with Gigantomachia. Spartan rage, baby. He's just like, and he like beats the shit out of Gigantomachia. Gigantomachia is bloody, and after that he finds out that like Shigaraki is Nana Shimura's grandson, and he tries to like talk with him, and he shows Shigaraki that like him, he was full of rage and he lost family too, but it doesn't mean you can't be better. Your sadness and your trauma and that doesn't define you. What defines you is what you do after all of that, and how you move on in life. So that happens, and Shigaraki gets rehabilitated. Shigaraki is like, okay, I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to go to jail because I've done so many things. So he's like in jail and stuff like that. So there is virtually no crime rate. All Might retires. By the way, in this timeline, All Might gives the All for One to Shinjo. Yeah, he's not gonna give it to Mirio because Mirio is already OP pretty enough. Shinjo is like, I bet like if Deku didn't got All for One, Shinjo would be a good like replacement. So Shinjo gets it, and like everybody's happy. And like after seeing literally Kratos, the original God of War, sees the whole what if to this time. Like he just listens to it and sees the story of Deku fall from above, from paradise, from the godly realm, and he's like, I'm proud of you, kid. I'm proud of you, my descendant. You did good. And he just like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And that is where we're gonna end things. This one shot. What if Deku was the god of war? So this is your host and those Kranti once again saying tata, bye bye, signing off. Check out my music if you want to. Check out my other what ifs. There are several playlists here. Please explore my channel. Who knows, you might enjoy them. You might enjoy some of my music or some of my what if contents. And this is your host and those Kranti, bye bye, saying love ya and ciao. And remember always this: sharing is caring, and subscribing is loving. Love ya. Bye bye.